Alrighty, y'all. How you going? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you enjoy this one. Kick back, grab a drink. This is going to be a fun one, I think. We're looking at the 2023 Surfers Paradise, or I'm sorry, the Pacific Airshow in Surfers Paradise, Queensland, Australia. Of course, in the Gold Coast. So this is going to be, I think, really, really cool. I've been looking at a lot of videos from there lately. I mean, how can you not? It just looks like a spectacular place. There's always a lot going on there, and it makes a great setting for something like this. Now, I am a, car guy. I love motorsports. I love muscle cars. I always advertise myself as a big car guy. But, I do have like a secret admiration for aviation as well. I would be into it even more if I just had like more time or made more time for it. I love air shows. I love fighter jets. Who doesn't, right? I mean, airplanes of all different sorts are just really cool. And you know what? Living by Air Force bases out in the desert, I've seen, fighter jets flying on any random Tuesday, with sand dunes and huge mountains all around. It's pretty cool. And of course, I've seen some local air shows, around the Illinois, Wisconsin area. There's some good ones here. But I can't say I've seen an air show over an exotic, beach environment, ocean environment like we have here in Surfers Paradise. Sounds like an awesome setting, and I'm just excited to watch this one. So pardon my long intro. Let's get to it. We're going to be looking at clips, just a few clips from some different videos. So I will have these all linked in the description down below. I highly encourage you to check them out in their entirety, and of course, browse their channels already. And this was suggested to me by Excalibur on Discord most recently, although I had some other people mention this in comments as well. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Let's check out the air show in Australia. Turn this up. That sound. There is nothing like it. Oh, wow, look at that. Jeez, that sound. This shows up surprisingly well through the camera. I mean, I do have good headphones, but this must have been recorded on a really well done setup, because that is hard to replicate. I mean, there's still nothing like being there in person. If you've never been to an air show, hopefully someday you can go to one. It is just the most surreal feeling, and I mean feeling. You hear it, it's loud, these fighter jets, but you can actually feel the sound like go through your chest. It's insane. And seeing it with these infinite blue skies over the beautiful water, that's pretty neat. It's not quite the air show environment I've ever been a part of, and makes it really exciting. I love the sound of older planes, biplanes, prop planes. It's so cool as well. I love the variety, Whoa, look at that. Nice loop, coming down pretty low. And they're holding formation exceptionally well. Really well done. Now, we're still in this first video here, so let me give a shout out to Samo Surf Photography. This is where this comes from. We're only going to look at a couple more minutes. This is a nice long video, so I encourage you to check it out. It will be linked down there. Look at the view this guy has got. I mean, round of applause. Bravo. I have seen, I've had some fun at air shows, right? With my father, with some friends. Like, it's a great time, but boy, was I not in an environment like this. Like, look at that gorgeous Surfers Paradise. Look at the skyline. Look at those tall buildings. And then, of course, the beach. I mean, look at the crowd, too. There is a hell of a crowd, especially if you look in this area. And then that beautiful coastline. What an environment to see a bunch of awesome...
For the aerial track for shooting this.
Stunts.
Basically.
Planes, jets, you name it.
From about there up to about 200 meters up there.
Wow. That is prime spot.
18th floor of a high-rise here today, and I'm going to give it a crack, see how we go. I hope you like the footage.
I love it already, man. You've got the right idea. this guy had the right idea with how to film this.
What's
Check
up the
this
show?
out. It's really cool seeing, look at this plane fly by. These people parachuting down. I'm surprised at how close they are. It's pretty cool to see. I mean, we're nicely zoomed in. And, of course, look at the big Aussie flag flying.
Like that myself. And
Hey,
comes the glorious
I love
Australian
America,
flag.
and hey, I love Australia, too. Got a flag right here. And I got the American flag behind me.
This plane here was an absolute behemoth. It's one of the largest Australian planes in the Australian Air Force, and it drops those flares out when it can sense an incoming missile, and
Right.
it puts off a bigger heat signal, so
Oh, yeah.
the missile coming would attack that rather than the plane
Nice.
itself.
Nice defense mechanism. Well, let me mute the music. I don't want a copyright. I don't know if that's copyright or not. Look at U.S. Air Force here. So we got a lot represented. I read that there are like some Canadian aircraft in here. There's some U.S. aircraft. I believe, of course, Australian, right, aircraft.
This plane here
Perhaps New Zealand as well. I think basically a lot of, Anzac
is a C-17
installments. And then, of course, some American as well.
Air Force. And what was quite surprising about this plane is that when it's right on top of you, it's actually quite loud, but 400 or 500 meters down the beach,
Yeah.
reasonably silent, so you probably wouldn't hear it coming if you're under attack by it. And
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of these bigger planes, they actually are weird because when they're coming at you, they're pretty much silent from what I've heard as well. And then they get on top of you and you're like, oh, wow, that makes a pretty loud sound for just like a few seconds. And then as it goes away, it gets quiet again. It's
an
really
amazing
weird.
piece of equipment, how large it was and how silent it was at a distance.
Then again, it is one of the freakiest things ever when, some super awesome fighter jet is coming at you, like an FA-18, F-16. Well, you take your pick, right? I'm not going to act like I know all the planes. There are people that know way more than me. But, I have a general idea. And when you see a fighter jet coming at you, they are silent. When they're hauling ass, when they're going really fast, it is the weirdest thing because you see them coming so fast and they don't make a sound. And then they go by you. And if they're going fast enough, the second they go by you, they don't make a sound as well. The sound has to catch up, and then it hits you like a ton of bricks, and you're like, oh my God, it almost knocks you on your feet, or knocks you on your butt, actually. Air shows are just so cool. I'm really digging this. We're going to move on to some of the other footage we have. Like I said, we have a couple other videos that we're just looking at snippets of. I like these low ones right there. I love watching stunts with the smaller planes like that. They look so fun. And fun fact, I really wanted to join the Air Force when I was younger. After going to air shows, I've always loved speed. I've always loved racing and stuff. And of course, naturally, I think who wouldn't enjoy going fast in a plane? But I had to give up on that pretty quick because in the Air Force, they want top talent, almost perfect specimens of humans. And first strike against me is I have horrible eyesight. So I'm pretty much automatically disqualified from flying anything that goes extremely fast. Alrighty, and next up in the bunch here, this is also Discord suggestion, part of the same show. This is from Stefan Drury, so thank you for that suggestion as well. Again, we're only going to be looking at a couple minutes of this. It's more of a vlog style, showing down on the ground stuff, which I do appreciate. And let's take a look. Make sure to use that link down there, check out his whole video, and he looks like he has an awesome channel as well. So I think I'll be browsing that in my own time very soon. Pacific Airshow, Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. Very cool branding and everything. Awesome environment. It looks like it had an amazing turnout for sure. Look at that. That is just so freaking cool, dude. And it must be good weather, even though it's still like late winter. I don't know, like almost, what would it be? Early spring. I think it's still late winter, but doesn't really matter. When you're in the Gold Coast, it's not like it's a cold place, right? It's great weather. There's people in shorts. There's people in tank tops. It's sunny, blue skies. Look at that. Oh.
I'm at the Pacific Air Show here on the
I need
Gold
to be
Coast
there.
in Australia, and as far as I'm aware, this is the very first air show I've ever watched while standing in the ocean.
Yeah, that is not that is not something I can say I've done. Watch an awesome air show while standing on the beach or in the ocean.
So the Pacific Air Show started in a place called Huntington Beach in California on the west coast of America.
See, that's interesting. I figured we had an air show somewhere on the coast, whether, that be the Carolinas, the Florida coast, of course, California. I figured we've had something like that. It's just, remember, America's huge, just like Australia's huge. I have not been to an air show on any coastline like that, so that would be fun to see either way. Although I think for me it'd be a little bit more special and have a little more flair to it to see it at an air show on the Gold Coast in Australia, right?
Since 2016, but this is the first year that it's expanded itself all the way across the Pacific to Australia.
That's awesome.
Here on the Gold Coast.
What a cool collaboration, right? Going down from the coast of California to the coast of Queensland.
It's awesome today to see so many people out enjoying aviation.
Yeah. Okay, here's another look at that AC-130 down from the ground. I have to say, both angles are cool. I love the first guy's setup that was up on that 18th floor of that hotel or that building. It looked incredible up there. What a view. But, of course, it's also great to see it from the ground. You kind of get that belly side of the planes. You get to see the big sky from just a different angle, and you get to see these theatrics like that. It's equally satisfying seeing both angles, right? That's a really cool bit right there. Yeah, and as you can hear, that plane is not terribly loud. I love these. These stunt planes are so cool. Oh my God, I love the sound. I love the sound of those. How fun would that be to fly one of those?
Air show is they're actually keeping the schedule really tight. So it started at 10:30 this morning, and it only goes through until 3 o'clock this afternoon. They've actually got quite a lot of aircraft displaying during that time. So what that means is there's not very many gaps between all the performers.
That's pretty cool. Wow, look at this formation. Terrific. Look at how tall that building is. Has an M on it. I'm sure someone in the comments is going to know this building. That is, wow. That's beautiful. That is huge.
The arena there. That formation, ladies and gentlemen, is called a double box. Hammer is the leader in the Velvet, which you see approaching us on the left-hand side.
Hey, look at that. Even a heart. Wow, they got some awesome air artwork. This is cool. Oh my God, I love that sound. That is coming through so well. I'm so surprised that that's coming through the camera so well. Damn.
All right, let them hear you. There we go. That speaker's just, I don't know how they do it. Look at that. Expert job. Outstanding job. Gold.
Look at the turnout. That's God. Sky. The lady announcer I heard sounded Australian. This announcer almost sounds like an American accent.
Mustang, great aircraft.
Oh.
Almost as good as a Spitfire.
I love
But
the
not
Mustangs. I love the Mustangs, man. Ladies, helis, airplanes, beautiful coastline, skyline. Hey, what's not to like?
Got one little bit of
Blue
feedback
skies.
just for the Pacific Airshow team, if you are watching this, just for future years. I actually thought with the American commentary, because primarily it's Americans
There is.
doing the commentary here as opposed to Australian air shows.
Okay,
where we
so there's
normally
American
have
commentators.
Australians doing the commentary. I thought the American commentary would be a little bit jarring almost, maybe just a bit unfamiliar because of what we're used to here in Australia, but I've got to say it's been fantastic. I've
Awesome.
actually really liked, and Stephen and a few of the others I'm with today have said the same thing. They've actually really liked having like the kind of the American viewpoint on an air show here in Australia. That's not my issue. My only issue is I would love to maybe have the level of the music turned down a little bit as the aircraft are doing their displays. I think the aircraft noise with the really cool American commentary in the background is enough.
This guy speaks my language here. If I'm going to an air show, I'm going to a race, you know, and anything with motorsports and aviation, I mean, you're there for the experience, right? You want to be there with the people you're with. You want to feel the energy of the crowd. You want to take in the setting. And in this case, who doesn't want to hear the amazing aircraft, right? And if the commentators are good and they're entertaining and they know when to speak and know when to let the planes, you know, do the talking, I think that's a great vibe. Music always kind of like, I don't know, some people, I like music. Most people like music, but there's like a time when you don't want to hear it, right? So I totally agree with this guy. If they're playing loud music, especially while like cool stunts are going on and stuff, it's kind of like, like we don't need the music, man. Like if the music's overpowering the commentary and then more importantly, overpowering this beautiful sound of, you know, whatever planes you're watching and jets flying by, it kind of distracts from the experience, right? Turn the music down. Let's take in the sounds of the environment, right? I think it's always better. So yeah, he's speaking my language there. Sometimes, like, turn the music off. I want to hear the cars. I want to hear the planes wherever I'm at. I don't, you know, I can hear music when I'm at home. That's a beautiful shot right there. Wow. Look at that beast. I can't tell from here. I'm no expert. People might eat me up if I'm wrong. I want to say that it had twin engines in the back, and it looked like they were more roundish. So I'm gonna guess that's like an FA-18 Super Hornet. Could be wrong, but regardless, beautiful, beautiful fighter jet. Looks awesome. Alrighty, and lastly, we're going to be looking at, what do you know, some FA-18F Super Hornet display footage. And this is, of course, from directly the Royal Australian Air Force. Very, very cool. Make sure to check them out as well. Remember, all these will be linked down there. Again, we're only going to be looking at a couple minutes of this, and you can watch their whole video later on. This is going to be cool, okay? This is going to be hella cool. Look at their view. Oh my God, look at their view. Like, holy smokes. That is so awesome. Oh, we have a G-force meter too. Oh my Lord. 6 Gs. Just don't mind me, I'm just pulling 6 Gs on the Gold Coast. Oh my God, that's crazy. I love when you see that, like, that air, that humidity over the wings when they do maneuvers like that. Oh my God, this is insane. These views are just wild. Look at that area. Look at that area, the hills, the coastline. Dude, what a place. Australia, man. What a magical place. Wow. That looks like an excellent air show in a great setting, great people. This footage is gnarly, man. It's so insane. It's so good. No music, no editing, just beautiful, clear footage. Like, wow. This is spectacular. Oh my God. How fast those things maneuver. He just did that barrel roll in like no time. And oh my God, doing a vertical climb like that. Wow. Wow. And then like that transition into almost like a free fall for a second, right? Oh my God, it's just so crazy. Look at the instruments. Look at that. Holy crap. Look at that bright Australian sun. What an experience to see this, and of course, what an experience for this pilot. Like, wow, that is just next level. The pilots of these things experience G-forces and feelings in these jets that most humans never even can understand. I mean, that's just insane, dude. Look at how bright the sun is, by the way, gleaming off the water. I mean, that is crazy, that environment. Jeez, what a view up there. And he's not even that high up. Wow. Spectacular. Anyone know, just out of curiosity, like what kind of speeds do they do? You know, like how big is the airspace or like the box that they stay in for the show? You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. I'm just like, you know me, I like knowing specs or stats. You know, I wonder how fast they're allowed to do flybys. I'm sure there's like, you know, like any air show, there's limits just for safety and sound and all that. And any idea of how many people attended? I mean, it looks like a huge turnout. I don't know. That's going to be it for this one, though. This is going to be a great video for comments. Great suggestions as well. I've been getting really good suggestions lately. As always, I just love the Australian content, man. It's always next level. This is such a cool event and such a cool setting. And I hope they have an awesome future there. If this is like one of the first times, you know, hopefully it's something that people get to see over and over again if they want and get new people to the area to see it. I would love to say, you know, it's on my bucket list of a million things. I would love to see this myself in person at Surfers Paradise. I mean, what a cool memory that would be. So yeah, if you got great suggestions like this, please let me know. And of course, if you were able to attend this Pacific Air Show in Gold Coast, you know, let me know how it was as well. Awesome stuff. I really hope you enjoyed that. Put a big smile on my face. Throw a thumbs up on there if you did enjoy it as I did. And of course, subscribe to be part of this amazing community we do have here. We have an awesome mail time coming this week, okay? In a couple days, we've just filmed, so keep that in mind. Look out for that. That's about it for this one, y'all. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker, and until next time, I'll catch you later.